This is a walkthrough or step-by-step guide on how to use a WordPress admin account, how to manage posts, quiz, comments, contact, newsletter subscription, languages, and other things. All right. So to get started, as a WordPress admin, you log into your WordPress account. So I'll be logging in now. Okay, so upon logging in, you will land on the dashboard. This is the WordPress dashboard. So you're going to be seeing some notifications here, which are coming from different plugins. Okay, so this one here is from Autopoly plugin by Polylang. Why this is Rank Math. So you see different notifications. This is also Rank Math notification as well. And then here is where the main WordPress welcome comes in. So from here, welcome to WordPress, you'll see the current version of WordPress you're using. You can actually dismiss each of these notifications. From here, you can dismiss this, this. Okay. So once you dismiss those ones, it will start from here. So here is where you have Rank Math, brief statistic, just showing you the 404 monitors. Here we have the site health status. So it's going to show you the health status of your website. Okay. So these are just some activities, some of the recent posts that was published. Comments, just the dashboard just showing you a general or brief overview of what is going on. All right, so having said that, let's dive into post management. Okay, so when you want to make a post, so we are going to be looking at adding posts first. So you go to the menu bar. So whatever you want to do, you have to visit the menu bar on the left. Okay, so this is the menu bar or the navigation bar. Now we want to manage posts. You go to under post, go to posts, over posts, locate add posts. This is what we want to do, is add posts. All right, so it's quite important to note that posts have different categories. Okay, so we're going to be assigning them to a particular category, and if there is any category that is not already active or have not been added, you can add them, okay, on that category. All right, so here you write the title of the post. Title of the post goes here, and then after that you start typing or you paste your content here, because most likely you'll be pasting them. Okay, so here is where you add the body of the article. Now you can select different blocks. We have different blocks for articles when you want to make a post. So what you want to write could be a paragraph, it could be heading. Okay, so for heading, we advise start from heading 2. Maximum heading level should have is level 2, heading 2. Okay, so we have paragraph, headings, quote. So it could be that is a quote you want to write, so you have to select quote. Okay, if it's a table, you select table. If it's an image you want to add, beside the featured image, you could have the other images in the body of the article. So you're going to select image if it's image you want to add. If it's heading, then if what you want to add is not here, it's not at the top here, because this is just showing you a few. You can search it using the search bar here. search bar, okay, at the top, or you click browse all. Browse all will show you all. There are so many of them here. So if what you want to do is code, you select code, but most likely the few you'll be using is paragraph, heading, list, quote, tables, which is that one. I believe you use it scantily. Image and gallery. So the difference between images and galleries is image is just adding one image, so you can add one or two images, okay, or more than that, but you're adding it individually. My gallery is more like a collection of images, so you can actually make it a carousel, or you kind of group it. So once you select gallery, it's going to ask you to create a, okay, just try that. So, or let me say media library rather. Okay, so you see you can create a gallery by selecting the images. You can select, so you're more like grouping. It's collection of images. All right, I'm trying to locate the few other ones you'll be using. So it could be accordion. This is accordion. Let me click so you see it. Okay, so accordion is more like a drop down. You can see the preview. We use it for mainly for frequently asked questions, where somebody can click, and then it shows the drop down of it. So that is accordion. Okay, so scrolling down. Scrolling down. Okay, so it could be social that you want to add, but you will not necessarily be doing that because we already have custom social added on per single article page. Okay, so that's for blocks. We have pattern as well from the tab. So we have block, pattern, and media tab. So if what you want is a pattern, you go to pattern tab and then look for what you want, or you go to media. But it's quite faster to use the search bar. Okay, so anything you want to do, you just type, you search for it from here. All right, so that said, let's close the block. Okay, now let's look at the right sidebar. Haven't written your post, whatever you want to write, you go to the right sidebar and then perform some settings here. Now, the first here is set featured image. So you want to add an image to every article, the image that will be featured as the hero image of that article. Okay, so this image should be, every featured image have to be large. Okay, now I mean the file size now, or the aspect ratio, the dimension of the image. Then hero, the one that will appear as a hero, should even be larger, because it's going to cover more of the screen, okay, than every other ones. So I already wrote the guideline for images, okay, images size and dimensions. All right, so you set visual image, you click on set visual image. It will then open the media library. for you to select an existing image if you already have one. If you don't have if the image you want to set as a featured image is not in the list here, you have to click on upload media or upload files rather. Okay, and then you select the file. You click on select file, or you can just drag and drop the image directly here. You could also drop the image directly when you're in the media library tab. You can also drop the image here directly, and it will upload. Okay, it will be uploaded. Okay, so ensure you do proper naming here. So on the right sidebar, enter the alternative. This is mean alternative text. Okay, it's quite important to add an alternative text for SEO. It helps for SEO. Okay, the title, also add title if you can, but the one that you must add for SEO is the alternative text. All right. Now, having done that, you can go ahead and upload. Well, let's look at, we have a short pixel plugin. This is an image optimizer. Okay, this image optimization plugin. Now you can use it for alternative text. So you can click on this AI image SEO by this. It can actually generate alternative text for you. Okay, you see here where it says generate, or that means alternative. So you click here, it will generate alternative text for that image. Yeah, using AI. So whichever one you want to use it. Okay, so when you want to optimize image directly from here, you just click optimize now. Okay, for that particular image, and then it will be optimized. When you're done, you now click on set featured image. Okay, and that is it. That image will be selected as a featured image. Having done that, next is to scroll down and then select the category of the article you want to publish. So let's say the article is on business or sports, so you select business or sports. Okay, so the article could be a subcategory, say it's technology and investment. So you select technology and investment here. All right. Otherwise, it could be any other category. Any category it is, you select it from the list here. All right. Make sure to select a category than leaving it uncategorized. When you didn't select a category, it will fall under uncategorized, category. Okay. So we selected the primary category, which is business or sports already. So it's already selected. So now here we are going to select the primary term. Which do you want to appear as the category tag? Is it the category name or the subcategory? This is where you fill it in. So you select. Most times I recommend to use the subcategory if that category has a subcategory. Okay, so you select subcategory rather, which is technology and investment. We don't want to be displaying the category badge as the category is, because looking at the structure of our website, you notice that each category already have a header. So for business or sports, we already have a business or sports header. Okay, so we don't need to start to display business or sports again. We already know that this is under business or sports. So it's better you use the subcategory. Okay, now I add tags for that post. So the post could be about Hakimi. So you may want to have a tag like Hakimi and other tags. Okay, You can actually learn more about about tagging. It will help as well. But what you want to add in tag are keywords that are different from the focus keyword. For SEO, you have to select enter featured. Sorry. So for SEO, Rank Math will give you the option to enter focus keywords, okay, which will help for SEO ranking. So I haven't entered focus keywords. Your tag here will be something different from those focus key phrase. Okay. All right. So these are already the tags that have been used. These are just dummy data. So it's going to bring out the most used for you to select. So you could select them, but you can add them automatically by selecting them. Okay. So the tags you add with time, it will appear under most used tags for you here. You can actually select if before under the tag you want to add. All right, so let's look at languages. So this is language tab. Here you won't necessarily be doing anything when you're adding new posts. You don't need to add other languages from here. It's better you do them individually. So right now we're doing English. We'll publish for English. Okay. Then duplicate the page for French, and then we'll do for Portuguese. It's better to do it individually, okay, than from here. All right, however, you can still do it from here. Then next, you want to set whether you want this particular post, okay, to be featured as a hero post. So if this post will be featured in the hero section, okay, here is where to set it. So you see this toggle bar, you toggle it from here. Okay, so once it is on, it's turned on, this is hero section. Okay, it's writing hero. It means that you have enabled it to be featured in the hero section of the home page. So it will now be a featured image. And take note, the featured posts or articles for the hero section now are limited to 3. So the latest post, if you already have 3 and you add extra one of the previous one, which is the later one, will drop. This recent one will override one of them. Okay, so it's going to be 3 that will be displayed there at all time. All right. Now, having enable or disable, by default, it is a normal, which is the normal post. This is not going to feature on the hero section. Okay, by default. But if you want it to be featured, you then need to enable it. All right. Now we have a read time override. Okay, so by default, I've already set the system to calculate a read time. Okay, so for each article, we already have the read time being calculated for you. However, if you want to override the calculation, say you already have a specific read time you have in mind you want to put, you can set it from here. Okay, so you just write 5 minutes, 6 minutes, or what have you. Okay, and here now is for the related stories, where you set the stories that are related to that particular story. Okay, the particular article. So the article could be, right now I'm looking at business or sports. Now you want to post or select articles that are related to it. Okay, that particular article. here is where to select it. Okay, so if you didn't select, okay, anyone, automatically it will be filled out. Okay, but by default, the default system, similar categories what will be selected, or what will be featured for them. So take note, on the single article page, we have a section for similar stories. Okay, similar or related stories, they are the same thing, and there are 4 posts there. Okay, so here is where you want to select the similar articles from here. So you can select up to 4. You can say, okay, the category is so category, and then you select the, you see, so you can search for the post here. Okay, so once I say it's business or sports, you see it will be filtered. It will reduce to filter it by business or sports. Only business or sports posts will appear here for you to now um, select the one you want. Okay, now it's filtered. The list is now has been shortlisted. All right, so having said that, let's look at this. The next is YouTube URL. So for ordinary posts, you don't need this. This category where you're going to be using it is for multimedia posts. Okay, so videos, especially videos and shorts. So this is where you want to enter YouTube URL for videos and shorts. Or if your podcast, you have podcast video as well, it will also work here. But for ordinary posts where you don't have any YouTube link, you don't need this. All right, next on our list is the article summary. So you want to set a brief summary about the article. Okay, summary of the article. It's important to put a summary. This summary will be displayed right at the bottom of the title of that article on the single article page. So you have your article title, then you have the summary, a brief summary below it, before we then have the featured image and then the body of the article. Okay, so this summary is important. You fill in a summary, but it should be short. Remember, it's just a summary of that post. Something compelling and captivating you want to use to hook the reader. Okay, so it's just telling the reader, oh, this is what this article, this story, this post is all about, in a very punchy, words. You want to make it very punchy. All right, so having said that, here is where you want to set the must read um, post related to this particular article you want to publish. So on that single article page, we have a must read tab. Okay, a must read section at the right. So the right sidebar, you're going to see must read. So the must read for this article, here is where you want to set it. So you can set about five of them. Okay, so it's limited to 5. If you didn't select any one here, automatically the system will fill it for you. Okay, so the system already picks category for must read by default, but you can set the ones you want. So you click on add article. Okay, and then you select the article that you want to appear under the must read section of this article. Okay, or for this article. All right, so once you're done, so you can select, this is the first one, you can add article, you select another one. Okay, just like that. You can remove it. Okay, so that is it. So once you're done, you click on publish if you want to publish it. Otherwise, If you look at the status here, it's saying publish immediately. Okay, so otherwise, if you don't want to publish it now, you have to click on this immediately and then change. Okay, so you could change the time, you could change the date, you could change it. Okay, or you could select you want to save it as draft. Okay, as draft, or whatever one you want. So you select it from here. When you're done, you save. Okay, so if you want to save it as draft, you need to just click here, save draft. Save draft at the top of the screen. Okay, on the header, you see save draft. If you want to publish it, rather, you click on I'm trying to close this. You click on publish. Okay, publish if you want to publish it rather than just save it as draft. All right. So this section here where we have rank math and this other one, they are actually your plugin that brings this. So this is for a rank math plugin. Okay, that is showing you the more like the ranking of the article. Right now, I don't have any article here, so it will show you the score. Okay, when it's green, then your score is good, maybe from 90%. Okay, so you want this to be green for each article. Okay, and then this is for content area. So you can actually click on it to but this is for pro. You require the pro version to actually do anything here. And then this is for rank math. So here is where you want to set your focus keywords like I was mentioning. So you click on it, okay, to improve your SEO score for this article. Go to rank math section. By default, it's going to take you to the general tab, okay? So go to general and then enter the focused keyword, okay? It could be a phrase, so there is actually key phrase, so it could be a word or phrase, okay? You just say what the article is all about, dominance. So if this article is about Hakimi, for instance, your focus keyword here will be Hakimi, okay? I don't know if you get that, so it's very important. If the post is talking about, say, a football club, or country or whatever, the focus keyword is what is this post all about? That is what I mean by focused keyword. Okay, so the post could be about Barcelona, okay, or Real Madrid signing somebody. So what's the dominance of that post? That is what you want to enter here. And then this section will help you to see your score and then improve it. So here you say add focus keyword. Once you add one, okay, automatically, so let's say the keyword is, so you just say, okay, so if I say only A, for instance, you see it have ticked that. Hooray, you are using focus keyword. So it have improved the score. If you look at the score, automatically it's no longer 9, it's now 50% just by adding a keyword, focus keyword. You see that? Yeah. And it will still tell you if your focus keyword is good with time. If you publish, if you already written the body of the article on the left, it will tell you, okay, this focus keyword is good, it's not good. You see here, focus keyword not found in your SEO meta description. You see, it's not found because I didn't even have any body. If you have a body and you have a focus keyword, it will tell you, okay, this focus keyword is about 50% dominant of your article. So it will help you find a better, okay, focus keyword, it will suggest for you. So you can fix with AI as well. It's work with AI. Nowadays, everything has AI version. Okay. So you just follow the prompting by Rank Math to fix your SEO. Okay. Just follow the prompting. Okay. And that is it. So today, this is for readability score. So follow it, fix your readability score. This is content readability, and this is title readability. Okay. And then every other thing, once you're done fixing the SEO ranking by Rank Math, you can then go ahead to save the post or publish. Mind you, you can always edit it. You can come back and edit it. All right. So this is for adding article. Let's now look at editing an existing article. So I'll go back now. All right. Now I want to edit an existing article. I'll go to post. Already I'm there. Okay, so you go to all posts. Okay, which will show you all the posts you have. These are all the articles already. So this will give you the start of the articles from here at the top here. Okay, so we have all, published, draft, trashed, and pillar content. So all your published articles are here. So I have 20 right now. So these are drafts. This one I just did I've been saved under draft. Okay, you can see it here. No title. This one I just did now. We have trash, the ones you deleted. You can actually restore it or permanently delete it from the trash. All right. Now for languages, we have 19 published under English, 2 under French, none under Portuguese. Right now, so it's going to be showing you the stats, okay, of all your articles. So for all languages, English should be 19. For right now, I have 19. Okay, French will also be 19 and Portuguese 19. What I'm saying here is you should have the same number of posts for each language. Okay, they should be, each post or article should have the English version, French version, and Portuguese version. All right, so that said, let's look at editing an already existing article. So I'll be using the word article and post interchangeably. Both of them means the same thing. Okay, so what WordPress uses standard is post. Okay, but I'm using the word article just so we know that we post here also means article. So this is an existing post. This is a French version. Okay, now you can change the featured image from here by clicking on replace. Okay, so you can replace the featured image. You can change the publish date if it will allow you. Okay, you can change it from here rather. This is where to change the publish date, but you can change the publish status. So you can say, okay, I no longer want to leave it as published. I want to move it to draft. Okay, I want to make it pending or whatever. Now here is to change the date, the publish date. Under publish, you see the date here, click on it and then change the date. Then this is the slug. Slug simply means it's more like the URL. Okay, so we are using by default, you don't need to change this, leave it. Okay, but you can change the slug from here as well. Okay, so you see the slug for the Channel Africa. If you are using online.com/ and then this is French version, so to add that and then put the title, it's using the title of the post, okay, as the slug. So you don't need to change that. This is to change the author. Okay, right now I have only 2 authors. You don't need to change it. By default, it's going to select whoever if the author is. Right now I'm the one logged in for shown, so it will be for sure. You don't need to change this. Changing this will be more like impersonation. Like I am publishing an article and I'm selecting quadri. It's wrong. All right. This template, leave it. In fact, we have only the 4 template, so you can't change it. You can only change it by adding a new one, but you don't need to do that. Okay. So this is, you don't need to change. In fact, you don't need to change this, but I'm just showing if you want to change it, this is how to. All right. You can actually lock modify date. So if you don't want an article date to be modifiable, okay, you click on lock modify date. So this is to, if you want to change the category, so instead of culture and supporters, you notice that, oh, this category is actually fall under this, you change it to this. Okay, that's it. So you can change the category from here, and then tag, you can add a new tag, okay, or edit, change the existing tag. So when you have a tag here, just add your tags, okay, type in whatever tag, hit enter. Okay, that is how to add tag. Then language is going to show you the language for that particular post. So we have the French right here, because this is a French article. It's going to show us, this is the English version. It's going to show us the English version, okay? Because we have the English version is the default. It's already existing before I added the French. And then you can add the Portuguese version from here by clicking on this plus button. But we don't want to do that. I prefer we do that from individual, you know, post. Okay. Next is translation. You know, this is French, it's no longer English. So you want to translate the article. So if it's an existing one, you want to retranslate it. Okay. So you can translate by clicking here, but you don't need to do that. But if you have the need to do that, you have to click on the translate article. By the way, I recommend translating article with a better language model like ChatGPT, Gemini, or DeepL. Okay, these are better language translator than Google Translate, Yandex, Google Chrome translation, or if, any other one that may not be good. Okay, so using the translate here, you will be using the default, which is not even that good for translation. So I suggest you copy the English version, okay, the content, just copy the entire content of the English version, paste in ChatGPT or Gemini, generate it, okay, that's translate, and then paste, and you'll be good. All right, next on the list is, you may want to change the featured hero, you know, for that post. Say, okay, I have this post in the hero section before, and I want to remove it. You can toggle it off from here. Okay, you want to add it to hero section, you can toggle it on from here. All right, read time override. I already explained this, so you want to change it. This is, remember, we are actually modifying existing post, so you want to change it. Say it was 3 before, or you don't have anyone before, you want to add, you put here, you want to add related stories. Related stories simply means similar stories to this article, this particular article. Okay, so you want to add it as well. Okay, I already explained this, so it's just about changing. The same thing goes here. Okay, maybe you don't have summary before, you want to add summary, you do that from here. You don't, maybe for the selected must read post, you've not selected any must read, you want to do that, you do that from here. Okay, once you're done, make sure you click save. Make sure you click save. Some other times what you want to do may be that is the SEO you want to work on. Okay, so if it's just the SEO, then you don't need to come under post tab or blog tab. Okay, you just need to go under the SEO, click on rank math, this, and then fill in the SEO parameters you want to, focus keywords, and then other SEO parameters here. When you're done, do make sure you click save. It's very important. Save it. Okay, to update whatever changes you've made. Otherwise, your changes will not be saved. All right, so when you want to go back, notice I use here to go back. Okay, just click here, posts. All right, so let's now look at adding a different language. So for this post, we have the English and French version, but we don't have the Portuguese version. So take note that to know the category of the post, you look at the flag here at the top. Okay, the heading of the table, this table heading, you see the title. So this is the column for title, meaning that this is the title of this post. This is the author, so this shows us the author. This shows us the category of the post. Okay, this shows us the tags that we've added to that post, this column. And then this column is the language column. So we have the 3 different languages. English, by using UK English, so that's why you see the UK flag here. So this is UK, that is British English. Okay, UK. Then we have the French flag by using French and French. Okay, so this is for French column, and then this is for Portuguese. Okay, so you see the Portugal flag there by using Portugal and Portuguese. All right, so this column, this plus, if I click on this plus column, it will translate to Portuguese. In fact, you are going to see a title. You see, when I hover it, it's going to say, you can see the title there saying add a translation in Portuguese. If I hover over this one, French, it's going to say add a translation in Francais, French. So this is to add. Once it has been added, you're no longer going to see the plus. Plus means add. What you're going to see is edit. So you can edit. So this is a French already, so it's going to show you the flag of the particular post, okay, or the particular language. So this is French post, so it's going to show you the flag of French post. But when you see this edit button, it means that, okay, so this is to edit the English version because this is English column. Okay, then when you see add, is to add. Okay, it means that you've not added the language translation for that particular column. So for this now, I've not added the Portuguese column, so I want to add that. Okay, and then this is the, once you've added it, it will turn to pencil, which is edit. So here is where you will be able to edit the English version from here. Okay, all right, so I want to add a Portuguese version for this post, so I'll just click on add here, the plus button, and then you see it will ask you to translate it. So by using auto poly plugin, so the auto poly is a polylang plugin that helps for auto translation. So all I need to do is to click on translate now to translate it. Okay, if I want to use auto poly plugin. So we have the Yandex Translate. This is by default, and this is for Chrome. But I'm not using Chrome browser right now, so it's showing me error. Okay. Now we have other language models you can use for translation here. Google Translate is a no for me. These three are what you want to consider: OpenAI, Gemini, and then DeepL. All right. So if you activate the pro version of Autopoly, automatically you'll be able to select any of these models, these pro models here, and do your translation directly from this WordPress account. You don't need to be copying your English article, going to Gemini or OpenAI to generate, that version. You just need to be doing it from here directly. So you select the article, the language model you want to use to translate, okay? And then you click on Start Translation. Once you do that, it will translate it. All you need to do is to click on Update Content, okay, to add that translation. So you want to translate for all the entire content. So right now I have only type 2. If I have 4, it's going to translate but everything. So once I'm done translating, okay, so this is remember I'm actually adding a new post, but right now the Portuguese version. Okay, so I've translated it, the entire content, and then you don't need blog, go to post. Blog is to edit a particular blog, okay, but you go to post and then fill in all of this. I've already explained this. So you fill in this, make sure you fill it well, okay, and once you're done, click on publish. If you want to publish immediately, otherwise you want to save as draft, or you want to change the publish date, and all of that. All right. So I've just published the Portuguese version of that. So right now that post now has the 3 of them activated. Remember, for each post or article we should have the English, Portuguese, and French version, okay? So we see them. So this is to edit the English version, this is to edit the French version, and this is already showing you, for Portuguese version. Okay, so we can look at the French version from here directly. You see that? Directly. So you don't need to scroll and be looking for the French version. You do that from that column directly. All right. So I think I stopped here when I was explaining the columns. Then we have other columns here. Date. This is showing you the published date of the article. And then this is SEO column, showing you the SEO score, ranking, your keyword phrase, some details you may want to know about your SEO. Okay. Remember, you can edit SEO from here, and then you can do bulk translate from here, but you don't need to do that. It's not even available for the free version. Okay. So this will show you all the existing articles you have. When you have plenty articles, they will not enter one page. Okay. So there will be in multiple pages because we have 20 articles or 20 posts per page. Okay. So you could only have 20 items per page. So right now I have 22. They are not entering one page, and you need to go to the next page to view the other one. So this is the pagination section where you can enter different pages, okay, of the article or post. So this is page 2. If I click on next, it take me to the page, okay, this is the next page. So you can go to next from here, and then previous page from here. Then this show us the first page, okay. Why this show us the last page? You take it to the last page. Say there are multiple. Let's say we have 10 pages here. So if you want to go to the very last page, you want to use this. You want to go to the very first page, you have to use this. previous next. Okay, and then if you have multiple pages, you can click on the page number directly to visit that particular page. So you can say, okay, I want to visit page 5. You click on 5 to be here. You can click on it directly. All right. Next is you want to edit a particular post. Okay, but you don't have time to start looking for it here because it's going to take time to start scrolling, going to navigating to pages, looking for it. So you want to use the search bar to do that. Okay, so I have a post on Hakimi. Okay, so I can just type Hakimi directly and then search. It will filter Hakimi post. You can see that. So this is the French version of Hakimi post, and this is the English version. You see that? Okay. This is another post that contains Hakimi inside the body. So you see that filter Hakimi post for me. I can then click on it. It's faster that way instead of scrolling and multiple posts. All right. So this is about managing posts. All right. Now, if you want to add a new post category, say you have a new category, this is where to add it. Click on categories, and then this will show us the existing categories. So we already have about 75 of them. We have 75 of them because we have the English, Portuguese, and French version. So it's about 25. Okay, we have about 25 categories. So both the category and subcategory, the total number is showing you. Okay. All right. So here, if you want to add a new one, you click on add. You write the name of the category here. Then you enter the slug. You don't need to fill in the slug anyways. Just enter the name. Your slug will be automatically generated. All right. Enter the name of the category. You have a description for it to put here, but you don't need that. You just need to enter the name of the category, and then you select the language for that category. You see, is that the category I add is in English category, is it French or Portuguese? Okay, haven't done that. You click on add category to add that particular category. Now, if you're adding a category, remember you have to add the French and Portuguese version as well. So say we want to add a category, let's say the category name is basketball. Okay, so you write basketball here. Okay, you don't need to fill any of these. These are just, the only required column is this name column, and then you select the language. Okay, so English, basketball is English. So about English, and then you click add category. Then you look for translation of basketball. Okay, you translate it, get the name. So let's say the name is basketer. So you just put basketer here, and then you select the language. Now it's now French. Okay, and then you add. So make sure you add category for each of those languages. It's very important. All right. Here, this section or this sidebar is where you can edit existing categories. All right. So you want to edit this category, you click on, this is to edit the English version, this is to edit the French, and this is edit the Portuguese version of this category. All right. Here you can edit by clicking on it to edit the full detail of that category. So you can edit the full detail. Okay, so you may want to enter SEO for it as well. You want to fill in for SEO ranking, you see that. So we're going to ask you to focus keyword for this category. Fill in, make sure you improve the SEO score. When you're done, you click on save or update. Okay, I just click on update, and that is that. Now you can actually edit the category by clicking on quick edit. So quick edit exists for both category, both posts, and many more. So you can quickly edit it from here. Okay, so say you want to change only the name or the language. You can quickly edit it from here by clicking on quick edit. Okay, if you want to delete your category, click on delete, and then if you want to view it, click on view. All of these actions exist for posts as well. Okay, so if you want to edit a post, you just need to go to edit. Under here, you see it. You already have. So once you hover over the post you want to edit, you see the edit section, you see the quick edit, you see trash, so you can trash it from here. You see view, instant indexing. So this is rank math now, depending on the setting you did. So you can actually set it to instant indexing. Okay, so right now I set rank math on instant indexing, so it's indexing every post by default. All right, remember this is localhost. Rank math has not been activated for the live version. All right, now let's look at tag. This is to add tags. So if you have any existing tag, they will appear here. See the A tag I added is appearing here, but I don't need that. Okay, so I may want to delete it. So if you want to delete, just click on delete and you're good. Okay, you can edit existing tag just like for categories as well. Okay, now when you add a tag, it's also important that you add the French and Portuguese version. So for this Senegal, I can add the French version. Just click on that plus button. Okay, enter the name of the French tag, and then when you just enter there and then submit. Okay, that is that for tag. All right, so still on post, we have other things we want to look at for posts. We have long form. This is for featured spotlight posts. Okay, so if you look at if you go to the home page, you're going to see a featured spotlight. Oh, no, it's not appearing. Somehow since I kind of do something that remove it. So let's go to long post, and so this is for, you see this blueprint of modern. Okay, so this is for featured spotlight. Here is where you want to add a featured spotlight post under long form. Take note, long form. So you go to long form, and then it's a post as well, but we are kind of trying to separate ordinary article from featured spotlight, because spotlights are actually different. The design and everything about it is different. Now you click on, I want to edit it. Okay, so the same way you will edit an existing post is the same way you want to do that for the featured spotlight. It's very similar, the same thing. Okay, the only difference is the category. We actually separated featured spotlight post from ordinary post. So you see, it's just the same, just the same. So somehow something happened that removed the, because it wasn't existing, so it wasn't shown on the whole page. So I want to set featured image. I don't know, somehow the featured image was removed. And I believe that happened when I was adding you know, actually change the image resolution to higher one. So I changed the image. So when I deleted the previous image and then added new ones, I believe that was when it happened. Deleted the image. Okay. Now I'll add so I will just add an alternative text and then set featured image. So I've set featured image now. Okay. Okay, so I've already selected the category, language, all of these are fine. It's not a hero section, a hero post. So for feature spotlight, you don't need related stories and all these article summary. You don't need them. Okay, you don't need the must read tab as well. So once you're done, okay, you save. Now, mind you, we have a meta box so for feature spotlight. So you can see that feature as home page spotlight. So you can toggle it off. You know, you can have more than one spotlight. Say we already have one. This is for Hakimi existing right now. Okay. So take note, we can only have one feature spotlight in the home page. So yeah, you may have other ones. Right now we have Hakimi. Tomorrow we may want to feature Mane, you know, Victor Osimhen or any other person. You have to create. You don't have to delete the previous one, of course. So you add a new one. Now you may want to toggle off the old one and then toggle the new one on. Okay. So but all you need to do is just toggle the new one on. Then you toggle it from here. So I want to feature it as homepage spotlight. This is where you toggle it, and then you add the image. On the left, okay, we have 3 images. In fact, this feature image is not even going to do anything. This is where we want to have those images. Okay, so they are more like carousel image. So you want to select the images you want to appear there. So I want this as the first one. Then for the second one, I want maybe this. And then for the third one, I want this. Okay. Now, okay. This is what I want to fill. You may want to fill a spotlight body text here. For now, I just want to. This is just a demo, and then I click save. All right. So let's now see if it appears on the home page now. So I will refresh. All right. So you can see that it's now appearing. Okay. So before now, the post was kind of removed because I actually deleted the images that was assigned to it. Okay, so this is those images I just added. You see, you can toggle them from here, left and right. You can toggle them from here as well. Okay, this is them to navigate. So this will show us the title of the post, and then from the body, a, a, a bit of it will show. Okay, just to give us a highlight of what the story is all about. All right, so this is managing featured spotlights. Okay, remember you manage it from long form. All right, so that is that for that. take note, this spotlight body text, you can see the body of that under the spotlight section. There's a body there. In fact, you say beyond the blistering, this part of it, the beginning of the body is what was there, but it's just going to show limited characters. Okay, so if you want to override that body, okay, say you already have something, maybe a summary, just like we have summary for post. You have a summary that you want to put there rather than it's picking it from here. By default, it's going to pick this. So you put it here, okay? It will override the default. All right. Now let's look at post for competition. Competition. All right, so you want to manage competitions. Remember, in the home page, we have a competition section in the home page. This is the competition section. So you have competition and event, okay? Under the competition and event, you can see we have World Cup 2026, we have CAF, okay? You can see we have this. So take note of what we have here. So you can see we have a bigger, post section here, and then four cards here right now. Okay. So for World Cup, we have this one here, and then 4 here, which is a total of 5. And then we have an additional section. You see group B. So we are going to see that when we are managing the competition tab. So this competition have different tab. That's why we kind of separated it from other posts because of the way it's actually separated. So you can have multiple tabs, and then this additional, feature here. All right, so let's go to competition management. So if you want to manage competition posts, you come to competition tab, okay, and then go to all competition. This is to edit the existing competition, and this is to add new competition. Let's look at the existing competition. So right now you see we have this World Cup and this CAF. So only those two we have, they are appearing as a tab. Okay. So looking at World Cup section, click on, so let's look at this World Cup section. Okay. So but before we do that, take note of what we have here. So it's showing published, okay, and it's showing shown on home page. You can see that. So we enable this particular category, okay, which is World Cup 2026. This World Cup 2026 category, we enable it to show on the home page. You can either toggle it off. So right now it's showing. If I toggle it off, it's no longer going to display. Okay. So if there's any competition I don't want to display on the home page, maybe it's now old, I will just toggle it off. And to do that, all of that will be done from edit section. Okay. So this is a quick edit, which is just to edit the title and maybe slug, a few things, just few things. But the detailed edit will be done from edit. Okay. Action. This is the SEO column for it. And then these are languages column. So you want to make sure you add other languages as well. It's important. All right, so let's edit this particular World Cup 2026 competition. So here, if you're adding new one, it's just similar to this, okay? The only difference is we're editing the previous one. So if you're adding new one, this field here will be blank. It's just for you to fill it out, okay? Fill it out, and then just fill everything we have here. You're adding new one. Now you just need to fill this. You don't need to fill this. This part is optional. I don't need to fill it. Just fill this title here. Very important. and then you come to box 18 competition data section, and then fill this. If you have to fill this, so for this category, this competition, sorry, World Cup 2026, you want to select what category does this competition fall under. Okay, it's going to fall under a particular category. So for this, I actually selected FIFA event. Okay, so it could be FIFA event. Remember, another competition and event. It could be CAF event. All right, it could be Global League, MPL, or even something different from that, from competition and event. Maybe it's esports. You select the category. Okay. Now, what any category you assign to it, the post under that category is what will appear on the home page. So on this home page, on the home page here, okay, the post under for World Cup, I selected FIFA. It was FIFA events, if you remember. So you can see that FIFA events. Okay. So for the ones I put as, I selected the subcategory. The subcategory is appearing. You can see this one showing esports, this one showing CAF event. So the category you assign to it is what will show. Okay. So we have FIFA events, esports, CAF events, all of that. So right now, these posts are actually assigned into competition and events category, because that is what you need to do. It's a competition and event category. All those posts that are under that category that you assign will appear automatically. Okay, so this section, competition section, is where you only add. It's more like where you're adding a category. Okay, that's all. The posts automatically will be added under post section. Okay, you add them under post section. We are only linking them from here. You see this place is a linked category. That is where you're going to link. You're going to link it. That's all. Okay. So not to confuse it, this all competition is where you add the competition category, more like the tab. These tabs here. Okay. We have World Cup and CAF. But we are like where you're adding this tab. And then when you want to, maybe you want to add this feature, you want a competition to be featured. Let's say it's custom competition. For instance, now Group B for the World Cup, I have it here. Okay, so it's a match that you don't have the API data, you don't have API data coverage for. You can actually add it. So this is what you are going to be using the competition category to do. Okay. All right. Now, having filled this, you select the category, and then these parts are actually optional. This tournament stage, they are optional. But if you want to fill it, say we have a competition, custom competition, you know, that is ongoing, you want to add, you can do that from here. So could be that it's a group stage. The competition is a group stage. So you have a group stage, standing table. You want to fill in a table for it. Right now I have the group stage, and then qualifying spot. Okay, so how many will be qualifying from that group stage by default? No, okay, I don't think it's default. So you put it. Most times it's 2, so you just say two groups will be qualifying. Okay, and then feature group. Which group do you want to feature in the home page? We don't want to feature all of them. We can't be feature. We can't have all the 8 or more groups in the home page. You don't want to do that because you don't want to crowd, cluster the home page. So you just want to select, okay, which group do I want to feature in the home page? You select it here. Is it group A, group B? So if I change it to A, automatically, remember what we have here is group B. You see, it's group B. So by the time I change it, to A, it will change. Now, show on home page. So this is where you want to set whether you want it to show or hide, okay, in the home page. So let me leave it as show for now because I'm changing these groups. Okay, so group A. And then here is where you fill in, okay, the data. So for group A, I want to enter, these are filled in. These are filled, just that I already filled this. It is compacted because of my screen size, so it's not showing. But I have data here inside all of this. You can see I have data. You can see something that is showing you like data. Can see I have data just as compacted. Okay, so you fill in that all these are filled out. So, but okay, let's say we have. So all you need to at first, here will be blank. Okay, if you're adding new one, here will be blank. So you want to add a new team, okay, table. So you just click on add team, and then here is where you now fill in. Okay, it's group A or group B, you know, or then you fill in the number. This is serial number column. Then this is the team. Okay, so right, Columbia version. So maybe it's Columbia. You put the Columbia team here. You put the code for the team here. You know, you enter all of these. This is PWD. You know, all of that. You fill them, and then you are good. So once you're done, make sure to fill the right side bar as well. You don't use featured image. You want to improve your SEO, so follow that, and then you click update. I'm updating. If I'm adding new one, you click on save. All right. So let's now go back to our home page and refresh. So I'm actually displaying group A data right now. So you see that it will change to group A. See that? All right. Now, if I toggle it not to display, I don't want it to display. I just want to say, I'll just toggle it off. It will be hidden from the home page once I toggle it off. So I'll click on update from here. So remember, you have to add the category for French and Portuguese version as well. So I've toggled it off. It's no longer going to display. You see that? The word continue is no longer displaying. Only calf is displaying. Only calf column is now displaying. You see that? So, but I want to toggle it on, and then I want to make some other changes. So instead of group standing, I want to say, let's say it's knockout stage where we are in. Okay, so you select knockout stage. Once you do that, the field here will change. You see, it's showing you bracket round. So you now select, here is where you want to enter the score, knockout stage, detail. Remember to add new one, you click on here, add round. To remove it, you click on remove from here. Okay, so this is where you add, you now enter the detail you want to enter here. So here is where you want to select the status. You see, has that match been completed or is upcoming? Like, is it a match that's already been played or is upcoming? You see, this is completed, so there is a score. The one that is upcoming, of course, it's upcoming. It doesn't have score. It has not been played. These are all dummy data. Okay, so you see quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. All right. So here is where you want to fill in those detail, assuming it's knockout stage. So when I'm done, I don't need this, remove it. Then I will save. I'll just update it. All right. Okay, I'll refresh now. All right, so I thought going to show, and then I have my World Cup teams is showing now, and then under the I'm now using a World Cup feature. So this is what I have now. Okay, I mean knockout stage now, so it's no longer group standing table. It's now knockout stage. So round of 16, the details I have for round of 16, all the teams. This is for quarter final. Okay, this is for semi final. This is for final. You see that? So you can actually view the full bracket from here. Okay, so you see, so it's showing the full brackets. See that? When you click on view full, and then it's going to show some of the latest sites, the posts, some of the latest posts here as well. I'll go back to my home page. Okay, now let's go back to competition and events. This time around, say what I want is off season, upcoming calendar. Okay, I'll select it from here. Okay, and then I'll fill it. You see, I have the date. You select the date. You fill in the competition name, or all of the fill in all of this. Remember to add new one. Click on add. Okay, assuming you've added 2 extra, you want to remove that particular row. Click on remove from here to remove that row. Okay, so that is that for the upcoming season. Once I'm done, I'll update. Remember, I can only have one. Okay. All right. Now let's go to my home page to view it. So this is upcoming events. Okay, upcoming calendars. So you see, this is the view of how it appears. So the ones that are upcoming, see them. You can actually view full competition calendar from here as well. All right. Okay, so that is that for competitions and events. Let's go back to all competitions. So remember, you have to also add competition. Okay, that is the French and English version of the competitions. Remember to do that, you do that from this column, okay, you just click on plus. You just click on plus here to do that. And then for Portuguese translation, okay, you click on this plus sign here to do that. It's always important that any post you're creating, always add the English, Portuguese, and French translation. Always in all columns that have it. Okay, you're going to see that this competition field has other languages, so you make sure to activate them as well. Okay, show them on the home page where you want to show them, toggle them off when you don't want them to display on the home page, and that is that. So remember, what you're doing under this competition tab here is to add more like a competition category. So this is the primary category of that competition. You know, it's not category in quotes now, but more like the tab that will be displayed for. Okay, so we have competition categories. When you go to the header, you see we have this competition category for we have competition and event. Another competition and event, we have other categories there. Okay, we have all these categories. We have esports, FIFA events, Kafka events, all of that are the subcategories. So those are categories. But when I mean what you do under the competition and event tab of this competition here, okay, what you do here is to be able to display what these tabs that will come here, these tabs, okay? That is what you are trying to do. Okay, so not to confuse it. Then these individual posts you have appearing here are actually added from posts. So you add them on your under posts, okay? Under posts menu. You add them in your post menu. Set the category, okay, as competition and event. Do your thing under post. Here is where you now want to set okay, I want to add a tab for say it's World Cup, say it's AFCON. So if it's AFCON, you come here, you click on add new, okay, add new competition, okay, and then you enter the name as AFCON. When you're done with that, you now want to set, okay, this okay, let me click on add competition. After entering the name AFCON, you now want to set, oh, this AFCON, the posts I want to appear under this AFCON tab are posts of so category. So you now select the category of that post, okay? So you can say it's a competition and events. Most times it's going to be competition and events because they're actually competition and events. I don't know if you get that. So, but it could be only CAF event. So you click on CAF event, okay? You know, so this is, once you click on CAF event, all the posts under CAF event is what will appear under that particular tab. I hope that is clear now. All right. So when you're done, make sure to click on publish. Remember to toggle on and off, depending on whether you want it to appear on home page or not. But by default, it's going to appear on home page because you're adding a new one after all. Okay. But when you no longer want it, maybe it's now old. Remember, this is competition. These are competition and events, so you can get old. You now want to toggle it off. You go to edit it, and toggle it off. When you toggle off, remember to update. All right. So that is that for competition and events. And under post, you still have one more left, which is multimedia. So multimedia post. So I'm not saving that because I don't need it. All right. I go to multimedia. Okay, I just click on multimedia. So you can add new multimedia post or you can edit existing one. So for all posts, right now I'm in all multimedia. For all multimedia, I'm going to see all the multimedia I have here. So multimedia is where you have videos and shorts. Okay, here is where you want to add your videos. It's very brief. You don't need much detail here. Remember, you want to have the French and Portuguese version, okay, as well, okay. So right now, if I want to edit an existing one, I just need to click on it, edit, okay. So add and edit are similar. It's similar to what we have been doing since. Assuming I'm adding new one, all I need to do here is here will be blank. I will just fill in new details here, okay. Now, you don't need featured image. Well, you can set featured image for fallback. The image thumbnail for that, remember we're using YouTube, okay, for that video or short will be pulled, okay. So you want to use the default thumbnail of that particular video, so you want to pull it online from YouTube. However, you want to change it, or more like, assuming if maybe you couldn't find anyone, okay, for YouTube, you want to set a fallback, okay. If there isn't any thumbnail available, use this. So that whatever you set here as a featured image will be the fallback image, okay. Should the thumbnail not exist, but most times there's thumbnail. So you don't even need to be setting featured image for multimedias. Okay, save yourself that stress. All right. Now for multimedia, just enter the title here. This title you have here will appear under the caption. Okay, will appear as the caption of that video. All right, or short. Remember, video shorts are also videos. All right. You don't need category. This is a multimedia. It's a video post. So you don't need all of this. Don't need all of this. For language, I already mentioned that how to add it. You just need to click on the plus from the overall, category, which is for multimedia posts. And all you need to do here for multimedias is you set featured image, which is optional. You don't need to do that. But what is required is just enter this title and then look for YouTube tab. Okay, this place they say YouTube URL. Look for it. That is what you need. Enter the YouTube link. Okay, for that particular. See here we have the link. Okay, the URL of that video or short. You put it here. That's all. That's all. Once you're done, you click on save and you're good. That is what you need to do for multimedia. So once you do that, let's go back, go to the home page. You see the videos here. Okay, so the link, this thumbnail is actually YouTube is pulling the thumbnail. Okay, it's coming from YouTube. This caption is the title. As the caption. Okay, so that is all you need. You don't need any other detail. Just enter title and then the URL or link, and you're good for multimedia. Okay. So this is to add new categories or tags. All right. We already discussed categories and tags, and we are good. Okay. So this is the same category and tags that we have under post menu here. The same category and tag we have here is what we still have here. The same thing. It's just a repetition. So that is that for posting or post management, post and article management. Thank you very much. So next we will look at quiz management.